Man, it's a great day. I don't even know if it is a day, but it's kind of like an even part of the day maybe. Look, I got some great news. Great news. Most gonna reject it. Most gonna love it. Everybody's gonna go to heaven, and everybody's gonna go to the new heaven and the new earth. And you might say, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" Because we all go. See, people got things so flipped backwards, they don't even understand. And this goes especially to mothers and fathers who say, you're supposed to honor your mother and your father. Well, you're not the mother and the father. If you follow Jesus, because I'm sure you don't want to follow the Old Testament, so let's go with the New Testament, which is more your pace. And if you don't like this, good. There's going to be a lot you don't like. Anyhow, someone randomly in Matthew speaks out and says, over there's your mother and your brothers. And I know I said fathers, but it goes hand in hand. He looked and he said, where? Who are my mothers and my brothers? And he looked at his disciples, which is all men, granted. And he said, they are my mother and my brothers. So you're going to say, yeah, but that's Jesus. Well, Jesus, if you want to believe that Jesus was a soul, a human being, and he walked on the earth, then you got to respect what was written while he was walking the earth as a man. So you can't say, oh, no, well, it's after he hung on the cross. No. See, you got to take the good with the bad and the ugly with the pretty. But the problem is nobody knows good and bad. Nobody knows ugly and pretty. Because all everybody does is know what they think. So let me tell you like this. If you don't think everybody's going to heaven and everybody's going to the new earth, new heaven, new earth, the new earth is going to be the new heart. Because that's just what it is. Heaven is a state of mind. You're going to have a change of mind and a change of heart. And you're going to have a change of heaven and a change of earth. Anyhow, look at the parable that he spoke about the wages and this and that. And there, the guy paid the guys who got there early in the morning, said, I'll pay you a penny or $1 or whatever it is. But it was all the same price. Then midday, went and got some more people to come in. Then at the very end of the day, got a few more people to come in. Well, he let the last come get their pay first. So the ones that was there first, which are the people who think they're in first place, they think this and that. You know if you think you're in first place. Anyhow, if you think you're in first place, then you're still thinking somebody's in second. And you're the only one going. Or you and your friends and your family are going, but there is somebody not going. Then you shall be last. But you will still go. Anyhow, so the ones who thought they, been there the longest, putting in the most work, this and that, they seen what the guys who just came in was getting. So they're like, oh, surely if he's giving them what he told us he was going to give us, if we've been here all the whole time, we're going to get more than that. Well, they were upset. They got their feelings hurt. It's like a lot of people going to do. A lot of people going to get their feelings hurt. But guess what? You got to have your feelings hurt. You got to be completely crushed, broke, bitten, chewed, spit out, burnt, drowned, everything to get that what's in you out of you. And I know this because it's in me. And I see it. And I see we don't see nothing that's in us. So I only thank God above, around, and within. Thank you for allowing me to see what you've allowed me to see. It's not nothing to do with me. It was simply a gift given to me. Now one can choose to say, what's he saying? What's he saying? I think we all got the gift to have our eyes open. Even though we think they're open, they're not. Is it not so funny? Well, let me stick with that story, though. Anyhow, he told him, did we not agree on the pay? And is it not my money if I want to decide how I want to do it? What's it to you? See, what's it to you? That's what you got to understand. You can't even chew the bite right now when somebody says something to you that you don't like. So if you can't do that, do you think you're going to have more patience when God does it? Come on. But God's doing it. Every time you do it, God's doing it. And the thing about it is, and it's sad because when you're blind, you don't see these things. And I'm not saying I'm fully have vision and sight. What I'm saying is we are so easily to go along with when we know we're doing wrong and we know it and we feel like confiding. We ain't going to go confide in the one who's going to tell us what is the truth, which is we don't like. So this ego in us is going to simmer out these friends that support us when we're doing bad, because that ain't a friend. A friend gonna tell you the truth. A friend gonna hurt your feelings. You need your feelings hurt, because obviously your parents didn't hurt your feelings. Obviously your parents didn't make you do this. But guess what? That's because they're dark too. Everybody's dark. He called light out of darkness. So if you just think you're automatically light, I'm gonna see you there, but you're gonna be last. Just know that. Just know that. Anyhow, I'll tell you like this, my heart says this. I hope I am the very last person there. The very last. And I hope everybody else on this earth and the earth that was and this and that, I hope they get there before me. Because, just because, is all I can say. But I would understand why a mother and a father would say, it says don't disobey your parents. Well, if you raise that right, because he said you raise them right, and when they get older, he'll do the rest. If you raise them right, they wouldn't be disobeying you because they would know how to obey. Anyhow, you raised them the best way you could, but you really didn't. Because you never do nothing the best way you can. You do what's best for you. We don't understand this. You, me, Joe Dupree, we do what's best for us. And we find some type of way to trick ourselves into thinking we're not. Now, that's work in itself. But we're not doing it. If you think you are any brighter or any holier than the 12 disciples that walked daily with Christ, well, just know this. He'd tell them this, show them that. Shortly later, you still don't understand? You still don't get it? He's telling you. He's telling me. He's saying, you still don't get it, do you? You don't get it. Well, get this. If there's something someone does to you, I don't care if it's a woman, a man, a child, and it irks you, you better grab onto that and you better investigate that and you better stop saying, they offended me. No. God gave you a gift. He gave you a Morse code selector that you can decipher all this stuff, and it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's got to do with you inside. So if you get pissed off, don't stop looking the way you've always looked and look outwardly and say, oh, that's what pissed me off. Because when you blame, you're going to blame everything. Does that mean you go around blaming all the time? No, it just means you don't even understand you're blaming. Man, get it.